All right, starting in our comfortable seat. So, comfortable seat means whatever is comfortable in your body. Perhaps you are going to sit on something, perhaps you're just simply sitting flat on the floor. And once you have found your comfortable seat and all of your fidgets out, close your eyes down. Resting your hands in your lap, or perhaps in a mudra. Entertaining Dhyana Mudra, the mudra of clarity and concentration. It's my favorite one. And that is the right palm turned up towards the sky, and the back of the left palm, or the back of the left hand resting in the right palm, and then thumbs touching together. Your hands can rest wherever is comfortable if that doesn't work for you. And growing long and tall in your spine. Your chin be parallel with the earth, softening down through your shoulders. Softening your face, your neck, and your jaw. Just tuning in to your breath pattern. So letting your inhales expand out your belly, chest, and side body. And then your exhales are going to let those areas draw back towards your spine. And just taking a moment to check in. Beginning of your practice. Notice what you're bringing with you today to your mat. And perhaps just kind of setting that off to the side for later, whatever it is you're bringing with you. So as we know, we going to be celebrating our 4th of July holiday tomorrow. So happy July the 4th. And of course, this is the height of summer, in my opinion. So there'll be lots of summer celebrations, pool parties, barbecues. Perhaps you get a day off work. I get a day off work tomorrow, which is really nice. But the initial inspiration or the initial starting of this holiday was a celebration of freedom. Our country became free of royal rule way back in the day, a few hundred years ago. I believe it signifies the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Became an independent nation. That marked ultimate freedom at that time. We are definitely not here for a history lesson, and I'm definitely not a history teacher. But freedom is the name of our practice this week, inspired by our 4th of July holiday. It is the theme and the name of the sequence that I have come up with us to practice by. So over your next few breaths, simply just take this time to mentally define freedom. So what is your definition of freedom? What does freedom bring to mind in your life? And as you come up with that, just breathe into it. Just breathe into what your thoughts of freedom actually are. And as we move through our practice today, allow our bodies to embrace the freedom. Everything exactly as it is in our practice, exactly where we are in our practice. We allow the freedom to open up into a deeper connection. Take a full breath in through your nose, expand out through your belly, chest and side bodies. And then exhale, drawing your navel down towards your spine. Do that 2 more times. Inhale to expand. Exhale, releasing navel to spine. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel the expansion of your midsection. Let it travel up into your chest. And then exhale, navel to spine. Slowly flutter your eyes open. Remove any props you may have. And we're going to make our way into child's pose. So our anatomical focus this morning is hips and heart. Starting in child's pose is a great place to start with that in mind. Open through the heart, connecting the heart to the earth, and it's definitely helpful to open through our hips. So you're stretching your palms out in front of you. Let your hips come towards your heels. Perhaps you prop something under your hips if they don't quite reach all the way down. 3 full breaths right here. Inhale to expand out through your belly. So feel how your belly expands out from underneath of you here. Let the inhale rise up into your heart space. And then exhale, navel to spine. Take a deep breath in through the nose to expand. Exhale, draw your navel in towards your spine. Take another deep breath in here, stretching through your fingertips. And exhale, see if you can let your hips sink down a little closer to your heels. Next breath in, press the earth away, look up in between your hands. And breath out, chin in towards the chest, gently round your spine, and we're going to meet in our tabletop position. So moving your block over to the side if it's there. So tabletop is shoulders over wrists and hips over the knees. Take a moment to press down through the 4 corners of the palms and grip your mat with your finger pads. Gently tuck your tailbone forward and up towards your belly button. So feel how that lengthens and straightens your lower spine. And we'll come into some cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, raise the hips, look up towards the sky, pull the heart through the shoulder blades. Exhale, press the earth away, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhale into your cow pose. So draw the shoulders away from each other. Raise the hips and look up. And then exhale into your cat pose. Round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. We're going to do 3 more rounds. Inhale, drop the belly, raise the hips, look up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhale, drop the belly, look up high, raise the hips. Exhale, press the earth away, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhale, drop the belly, raise the hips, look up high. And then exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Next inhale, we're going to come back to our neutral spine. Putting all of your weight in your right knee, draw your left knee in towards your chest. And then exhale, we're going to draw some circles. So it doesn't matter which way you go. Just see if you can keep a breath to movement pattern. So inhaling with your knee in towards center, and then exhale, circle out and around. And just a couple more rounds in this direction. Next time your knee comes in towards center, take a breath in, pause, exhale to reverse the direction. Just a few rounds of this here. So you can keep your navel drawn in and your tailbone tucked gently forward and up. Take a full breath in through center. Bring your gaze forward. Breath out. You're going to draw the sole of the foot up towards the sky. Kind of in a bird dog position here with our knee bent. Take a full breath in. See if you can extend your right fingertips forward. Breath out. We're going to circle the arm back and around, and perhaps you capture your left foot. Perhaps you don't. It's okay if you don't. You can just keep the hand reaching behind you. Take a full breath in through the nose. Draw the shoulders down the back. Perhaps you can press your foot a little more towards your backside. Exhale to release your hands down. Walk them as wide as your mat. And then inhale to, so walk them towards the edges. Inhale, we're going to make our way to our pigeon pose. So drawing that left knee in towards center. And yes, you can absolutely use blocks. So having blocks under your hands. I don't have both of mine. Here. Having your blocks under your hands is a nice little option here. Straightening your right leg out behind you. Point down through your right toes. Take a full breath in. Shrug the shoulders down the back. See if you can really stack your torso over your hips here. Exhale to stay. Take another deep breath in here. We're going to stay up for this pigeon pose. Exhale, draw your chin down towards your chest. Take a full breath in through the nose, breathing into all of the sensations. So lots going on in hips, heart, and even the back of the neck here. And exhale. Next inhale, we're going to move the blocks over to the sides. Press the palms into the earth. And then exhale, make your way to your downward facing dog. And get there however you can. And once there, you're going to pedal your feet, bend your knees, sway your torso side to side, shake your head. Yes and no. Or perhaps you stay completely still. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, drawing your navel towards your spine. Seeing if you can maintain the press of the four corners of the palms and gripping the mat with the finger pads. Another breath in through the nose right here. Exhale, navel to spine. Next breath in, look up in between your hands. Breath out, bend your knees, drawing your navel in, and let your knees slowly fall back down to the earth. We're going to come back to our tabletop position because we're going to do all that stuff on the other side. So once again, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Next, inhale, we're going to draw the right knee in towards center. Exhale to circle the right knee out. Inhaling in towards center, exhale out and around. Just a couple more rounds in this direction. Seeing if you can keep the navel drawn in as you breathe. Next time you draw your right knee in towards center, take a breath in, breath out. Reverse the direction of the circles. So the deeper the circles, the more of a hip opening we get. Take a full breath in towards center, breath out, circle out and around. Coming in towards center, breathe in, press the earth away, breath out, bring your gaze up and your right foot up towards the sky. Take a full breath in through the nose. You may want to curl the back toes for balance, or the bottom toes, so the left toes. Extend your left fingertips out in front of you. Breath out, perhaps you capture the right foot. So notice the difference in sides. Take a full breath in. Kick your right foot into your left hand. Shoulders shrugged down the back. And exhale to stay. Take a full breath in. Breath out. Perhaps the right foot travels closer to your backside. Perhaps it doesn't. Take a full breath in. Breath out. Release the foot. Walk your hands as wide as your mat. And breath in, we're going to make our way into pigeon pose on the other side. So perhaps you use your blocks. Perhaps you don't. Take a full breath in, stack the torso over the hips. So you're drawing yourself back once you are situated in your pigeon pose. Squiggling your left foot back and nestling your hips in here. And breath out, draw your chin down towards your chest. Fullest, deepest breath in, so breathing into the lovely hip opening here. Hips, heart, back of the neck. And exhale to stay. Take another deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. Next breath in, raising your gaze back up. Remove your blocks. Plant your palms, breath out. Curl back toes. And however you can get there, make your way to your downward facing dog. Feel free to take your time. Take a full expansive breath in through the nose. Bend the knees, raise the heels and hips up towards the sky. Breath out, heels and heart melt down towards the earth. Next breath in, we press the earth away, look up in between the hands. Breath out, we're going to walk our feet up to the top of the mat. Next breath in, extend fingertips behind. So we're coming up to our Ardha Uttanasana, our flat back. Breath out, nose towards the knees to fold. Breath in, extend fingertips behind, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Breath out, nose towards the knees to fold. Last one, breath in, extend fingertips behind, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Breath out, nose towards the knees to forward fold. So keeping a bend in the knees here if necessary. Bring opposite hands to opposite elbows in a ragdoll stance. Allow your head neck, shoulders be heavy. Just allowing gravity to gently pull the top of your body down towards the earth. Perhaps you sway from side to side. Perhaps big toes are touching. Perhaps your feet are hip distance, giving you the freedom of choice in your practice this morning. If you are moving, coming back to center, back to stillness. Allow your hands and arms to dangle down towards the earth, nice and heavy. Chin in towards the chest. Press down through the four corners of the feet. Spread out through your toes. Next, inhale, we're going to begin to rise up here. So coming up to that lovely zombie raise. Feeling a nice little back stretch in the back side of your heart space. Circle your arms out and up. Fingertips reach high. And then exhale, palms touch and land at heart center. Keeping palms pressed together. Inhale, rise them up towards the sky. Exhale, swan dive down. Leading with your nice bright heart to come into a forward fold position. Inhale, hands on the shins. We rise up to a flat back, shoulders down the back. Exhale, plant your fingertips and step your right toes back, dropping your right knee down to the earth. Inhale, fingertips forward and up. Stack the torso over the hips, so we're in our low lunge position. Gaze up towards the sky. Gently dragging right hip forward, left hip back. Exhale, circle the arms down and around. Clasp your fingertips below your sacrum. Inhale, shrug the shoulders down the back here. Gaze remains up towards the sky. Exhale, draw your chin down towards your chest and see if you can sink your hips down low. So as your chin is down towards your chest, see if you can keep the shoulders also drawn onto the back. Take a full inhale here, in through the nose. And exhale, we release. Fingertips frame the front foot. Inhale, two, straighten the back leg, drawing the shoulders down and away from the ears. Maybe you even get light in your fingers. Maybe not. Exhale, plant your palms and make your way to your Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Next, inhale to bend the knees, raise the heels and hips up high towards the sky, pressing down firmly through the palms. Exhale, heels and heart melt down to the earth. Chin in towards the chest. Inhale, we roll our body forward into our plank pose. Exhale, two, drop knees, chest, and then chin all the way down to the earth. Inhale to release the entire front side of the body, coming all the way down and then back up into our Bhujangasana Cobra pose. Exhale, curl toes, hinge hips, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, we're going to raise or float the right toes up towards the sky. See if you can keep the shoulders squared as you do this, and feel free to stay in a knee down position if you need to. Exhale to round the spine, draw the right knee in towards the nose, and step the right foot in between the hands. However you can get it there, it all counts. Dropping your left heel off towards the right back corner of the mat. So your left foot is catty-cornered. Next, inhale, drag the left fingertips forward and up. Circle the arms out and around. And exhale, we're going to land in our warrior two position. Checking your heel to arch alignment. Your right heel should be kind of sort of in line with the left arch. Take left arch of the foot. Take a full inhale, stretch through the fingertips. Exhale, sink it down more deeply into your right knee. Right knee, right knee. Take a full inhale here. See, I don't know my sides either. Take a full inhale here. Tuck your tailbone up towards your navel. Exhale to let your hands float down and clasp your fingers together at your sacrum or your lower back. Fullest, deepest inhale to shrug the shoulders down the back. Let your gaze go up towards the sky. And then exhale, keeping the shoulders shrugged, draw your chin in towards your chest. If you notice, that's our little theme this morning. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out, release the clasp of the fingers. Breath in, we're going to meet in our extended side angle posture. So letting your right elbow rest on your right knee. See if you can keep that right elbow light. Exhale, sink down more deeply in to your legs. Take a full inhale here in through the nose, stretching through the left fingertips. Exhale to stay. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Let the right hand gently rest somewhere on the right leg, left fingertips up high. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Exhale to stay. Take a full inhale here. Reach high through the left fingertips. Beautiful work, ladies. Exhale to let the left arm swing down. Turn all 10 toes towards the long edge of the mat. So we're in a prasarita, wide-legged position here. Inhale, rise up to a flat back, shoulders down the back. And then exhale, come fully down into your Prasarita Padottanasana. So options here, the freedom of choice. You can rest your palms on your block. You can let your hands rest on both legs. You can grab your big toes with your peace fingers. All kinds of stuff you can do here. You can also bring opposite hands to opposite elbows and sway from side to side, keeping a slight bend in your knees. So that gives your hamstrings more space if necessary. Wherever you are, 3 deep breaths. So inhale to expand. And exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale, coming back to center, back to stillness. Fingertips are on the earth. And we rise up to a flat back. Exhale, we're going to turn towards the front of the mat and come into a low runner's lunge position. Take a full inhale here. Exhale, we're going to make our way back to our pigeon pose. So starting on the right side, so right knee is in center. Stretch out through the left toes, pointing down through the left toes behind you. Inhale to drag, just gently, drag your left shoulder, left hip forward. Exhale, this time we're going to recline. So options when you recline, you may want to have your block under your forehead. You may want to just simply rest your forehead on your hands. Forehead on the hands is my favorite way to do pigeon pose. And fullest, deepest inhale here. See if you can really squiggle your left hip down and forward. Exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in here. Exhale to stay. Fullest, deepest inhale, breathing into your lovely hips. And exhale. Next, inhale, we stack both hands on either side of our knee. Draw the chin in towards the chest, peeling your heart up. Gaze up towards the sky. And then exhale, curl toes, hinge hips. to our lovely Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And we're only here for just a moment, so inhale, pressing into the palms, gaze up in between them, and then exhale, walk your feet all the way up to the top of the mat. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms go out and up, palms touch up top. Exhale, palms land at heart center. Shoulders soften down the back. All right, all that stuff on the other side. So inhale, press of the palms, rises up towards the sky. Exhale, this time your palms travel down through heart center as you hinge at the hips to fold. Inhale, hands on the shins. We rise up to our Ardha Uttanasana, our flat back. Exhale, fingertips plant, step the left toes back, and drop the left knee down to the earth. I know, we never know our sides, do we? Inhale, fingertips forward and up. We come into our low lunge position. Stack your torso over your hips. Exhale, gently drag left hip forward, right hip back to square them, and let them drop down low. Take a breath in, reach high through the fingertips. Breath out, see if you can keep your gaze up, and let your fingers clasp down below your sacrum. Fullest, deepest breath in to shrug the shoulders down the back, keeping the shoulders shrugged. Breath out, we draw our chin in towards our chest. Take a deep breath in through the nose, breathing into all of the sensations. Breath out, we release the clasp of the fingers. Let them frame the front foot. Breath in, we straighten the back leg, drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Maybe even get light in your fingers. Look at you go. Breath out, too. Make your way to your downward facing dog. Breath in, bend the knees, raise the heels and hips up high. Breath out, heels and heart travel down towards the earth. Chin in towards the chest, rolling your body forward in on your breath in, into your plank pose. Breath out, drop knees, chest, and then chin. So you can keep your hips up as you do this. And then breath in, let your entire front side flatten down towards the earth, press into your palms, peel your heart up for your Bhujangasana Cobra. Breath out, we bend the knees, curl the toes, hinge the hips, and come back into your downward facing dog. Next breath in, left toes float up to the sky behind us. You can keep your shoulders squared. Breath out, we round the spine. Draw the left knee in towards the nose or the chest, and somehow get that left foot in between the hands. Dropping your right heel off towards the left back corner of the mat. Inhale two, circle the right arm out and around. Exhale, we meet in our warrior two position. So just take a moment to check the position of your feet. You should be able to see your left big toe. So make sure your left knee is stacked over your left ankle. Take a full breath in, extend through the fingertips, soften the shoulders down the back. Breath out, sink down more deeply into the left knee. Keeping your tailbone tucked up towards your belly button. Breath in, reach firmly through the fingertips. Breath out, we let them float down. And clasp your fingers together below your sacrum. You ladies look beautiful. Inhale to shrug the shoulders down the back. Bring the gaze up towards the sky. Breath out, let your chin come down towards your chest. Take a full breath in. And breath out. Next breath in, we're going to come into our extended side angle. So, releasing your fingertips, let your left elbow rest on your left knee. Right fingertips float up above the right ear. Breath out, we reach or we sink down a little more deeply in to our left knee. Take a full breath in. See if you can keep that left elbow nice and light. Breath out, straighten the left leg. Let the left palm lightly fall down, left hand lightly fall down towards the earth, and right fingertips up towards the sky. So the higher up you have that left hand, the easier the posture is. It's not quite as intense. I need intense this morning, so I'm going to reach towards the earth. Inhale, reach a little higher with the right fingertips. Tuck the tailbone forward. And exhale, let the right arm circle down and around. All 10 toes face the long edge of the mat and come down to a nice, deep, wide-legged fold. So making the wide-legged fold as deep as what your body needs. So maybe that's not super deep. Opposite hands to opposite elbows. Perhaps you sway. Perhaps you leave your fingertips grazing on the earth in this wide-legged fold, pretending your head is a little pendulum. Take a deep, expansive inhale here, breathing into your belly, chest, and side bodies. And exhale, drawing your navel toward your spine. Do 2 more like that. Inhale to expand. Exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in. Breath out, back to center, back to stillness if you're moving. Breath in, fingertips on the earth. We rise up to a flat back, shoulders down. Breath out, we're going to come into a low runner's lunge position. So left foot in front this time, or opposite that you did last time, if you can even remember that. Take a full inhale here, in through the nose. And exhale, we bend the left knee. Straighten the right leg out behind us. We come in to our pigeon pose. So I did a little mini hike around Lake Laura the other day, and I really strained my poor good knee. So this side needs to, I'll never learn. This side needs a little extra propping for me this morning. So always being mindful of that. So squaring your torso towards the front of your mat. So that means drawing the right shoulder, right hip forward and down. Take a full breath in through the nose. Shrug the shoulders down the back. Breath out. If you did so on the other side, feel free to recline. And so once again, being mindful. Maybe reclining is not what you need on this side. Maybe it is. Take a full inhale here, in through the nose, expand out through the belly, chest, and side bodies. And exhale. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, we're going to let both palms frame the left knee, draw the chin towards the chest, feeling your heart up. Look up towards the sky. And then exhale, we're going to make our way to lie flat on our bellies. For recording purposes, I'm going to turn back around. So we're coming into lying flat on our bellies. Let's actually start with propping both hands, prop one hand on top of the other. Let your forehead rest. Draw the soles of the feet up towards the sky and just gently windshield wiper your knees from this position. So, windshield wipering your feet, actually. And your feet fall from side to side. Taking some deep cleansing breaths right here. Coming back to center, back to stillness. Let all 10 toenails touch down on the earth here. Next, inhale, we're going to set up for our Sphinx pose. So letting your elbows come under your shoulders, pressing your palms flat into the earth. And exhale to stay. Inhale, peel the shoulders down the back. Really press into the forearms and the palms of the hands. Exhale. Once again, we're going to let our chin fall down towards our chest. Take a full breath here. See if you can keep the shoulders down the back, pressing into the pubic bone and all 10 toenails. Exhale to stay. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale. Next, inhale, we're going to bring our gaze back up, bend the knees, soles of the feet are going to come back up towards the sky. And exhale, inhale, release your arms, reach back for your feet. So maybe you cannot reach your feet. That is totally okay. You can clasp your fingers together at your sacrum and just stretch through your heart space. Exhale to stay. Inhale to kick into your hands with your feet and feel how that peels your heart open. Beautiful. This is bow pose. Dhanurasana. Yes, ma'am. Exhale to stay. Inhale, flex out through your toes. Perhaps you rise your feet a little higher. Perhaps you don't. And exhale to release. And stacking opposite palm on top this time. Let your forehead rest. 3 deep breaths right here. Fullest, deepest inhale to expand. Exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in to expand. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale to expand. And exhale. Next inhale, we are going to make our way up and over. And as we exhale, we're going to land on our backs. We're going to turn over here to our nice little reclined position. Knees are bent. Soles of the feet are on the earth. Soles of the feet are hip distance. We're going to come into a little round of bridge pose. So start by gently tucking your tailbone up towards your belly button. Let your shoulders soften down your back. Draw your chin in towards your chest. And as you notice, I love this little, those little positioning movements, because as you notice, that presses the entirety of your spine into the earth. Next, inhale, press the palms on the earth, raising the hips up just about a quarter or a third of the way up towards the sky. Exhale, pause for just a moment, keeping your knees drawn in towards each other. Inhale, raise the hips up just a little bit higher. Shoulders, face, and jaw are soft. Exhale to stay. Inhale, hips raise up as high as you can get them. And exhale to stay. Take another inhale. See if you can get the hips to raise even higher here. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. So getting curious as to how far you can go. And exhale, let your hips float down nice and slow to the earth. We're going to do that once again, just like we just did. And then we'll do it one last time and add on. All right, inhale two, press into the palms, raise the hips up about a quarter or a third of the way. Pause for just a moment. Check in with what you're feeling in your hips and your heart here. Exhale to stay. Inhale, raise the hips up a little bit higher. Perhaps this time you walk your shoulders down your back and clasp your fingers together under your sacrum. So that opens up your heart even more. Perhaps you don't. Perhaps you just keep your hands where they are. And exhale. Inhale, raise the hips as high as they'll go here. Knees drawn in towards each other. Exhale to stay. Inhale. Maybe you can get a little more of a lift in your hips. Maybe you can't. That's okay. Exhale to stay. Take one more breath right here. Breath out. Release the clasp of the fingers and slowly let your hips fall down to the earth. And before we go into our final round of bridge pose and add on, let's come into some windshield wipers. So letting your hands separate out, let your knees fall side to side. Nice and slow, so just releasing some of that stuff that may have built up there. And coming back to center, back to stillness. We're going to go for the gusto this time. So feet and knees are hip distance, knees straight up towards the sky. Shoulders soft, tailbone is tucked up towards the belly button. Next, inhale, press into the palms and just let your hips float up as high as they can go. Exhale to stay. Inhale, if you're coming with me, release the right foot and cross the right ankle over the left knee. Let the right knee drop down towards the earth. Exhale to stay. Inhale, hips raise a little higher. Maybe not. Exhale, inhale, hips a little higher. Maybe not. Exhale, keeping the right ankle crossed, slowly let the hips fall down to the earth. And then inhale, bring your arms out into a T or a goalpost shape. Exhale, let your left knee, right foot fall over to the left. So essentially you're going to be laying on your left hip. And if that doesn't work for you, you can always just stack the right knee on the left one in a traditional reclined spinal twist position. Your gaze is going to be over your right arm. A full breath in through the nose, breathing into what you feel. Exhale to stay 2 more times. Inhale to expand. If you can keep both shoulders on the earth here. Exhale, navel to spine. Take a full inhale here in through the nose. And exhale to unwind and release. Bring both knees and feet to touch. We're going to draw our knees in towards our chest as a counter pose here. Face towards the knees, knees towards the face. Take a deep breath in. And breath out to release back down. We're going to do all of that on the other side. So starting with the soles of the feet on the earth, knees up towards the sky. Feet and knees are hip distance. Drawing your tailbone up towards your belly button, softening your shoulders down, and drawing your chin in towards your chest. Next inhale, press into the soles of the feet, raise the hips up as high as they'll go. Exhale to stay. Inhale, perhaps, if you did so on the other side, cross the left ankle over the right knee. Left knee down towards the earth. Exhale to stay. Inhale, maybe hips go up higher. Maybe they don't. Exhale to stay. Inhale, hips raise a little higher. Beautiful. Exhale, hips fall down nice and slow. Keep the cross of the ankle. And then inhale, spread out through your arms, so a T or a goalpost shape. Exhale, come into laying on your right hip, and let your right knee, left foot fall over to the right. So this funny variation of reclined spinal twist. And perhaps if you don't like the left knee up towards the sky, perhaps you just stack left knee on top of right one. Freedom of choice. Take a full breath in, breath out. We're going to let the gaze come over the left shoulder. 3 full breaths right here. Inhale to expand. Exhale, draw your navel in towards your spine. Take another deep breath in. Breath out, navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale, we release and unwind. Draw your knees and feet together. Hips in center. Knees in towards the face, face in towards the knees. Wrap your arms around your shins to give yourself a big hug as you breathe in. And breath out, release into your lovely final Shavasana. So, making Shavasana, bringing the freedom of choice to make Shavasana whatever you need this morning. So just taking a moment to check in and see what your body needs for your Shavasana. Perhaps you cover up with a blanket. Perhaps you come into a Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly position. Perhaps you lay nice and flat and spread out your arms and legs, taking up space. And wherever you are in your Shavasana, allowing your body to release all of this work we just did down into the earth and come into full rest. And every time your mind wanders, come back to full focus on your breath. Slowly beginning once again to deepen your breath. Be awakening your physical body by gently wiggling fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Maybe you take a long body stretch. Rising your arms up overhead and pointing down through your toes. Taking any other movements you may need while still reclined before making your way back to your comfortable seat. Welcome back. And once back in your comfortable seat, close your eyes down. Letting your hands rest wherever is comfortable. Perhaps you take your hand mudra. Perhaps you do not. Going long and tall in the spine, softening the shoulders down. Bringing your tongue off of the roof of your mouth. Bringing your face, your neck, and your jaw. And just notice how you feel versus when you showed up. No judgments, just observations. Just noticing what has arisen in your physical body, your mind, and your spirit through this practice. Breathe into what you feel. And bringing your palms now to touch at heart center. Bow your chin in towards your chest. Deepest gratitude to your body and your breath to be able to move and practice this way. Deepest gratitude to yourself for showing up. As always, that's half the battle. Bringing your thumbs to touch at your third eye center, the space in between your eyebrows. And in our shared collective offerings, we bow forward. Namaste. Thank you, ladies. Any questions?